Alright, gentlemen. Really easy fly in here. Everyone's going to Rutland, Vermont. However, when I get to the end, I'll tell you if possible places we can go other than that. So, pretty much, I wanted this to be like a winter wonderland, as it says. If you could, you're probably gonna have to force your sim to VFR weather with snow if you'd like to. I'm not gonna make that requirement, but it would be nice because that was the ultimate thing I wanted you to do. So, what I did for Microsoft Flight Simulator, as I set it to snow, but if you drag the cloud icons up and down, you can kind of get the cloud layer up enough where it'll be VFR flying for you while it's still snowing. So experiment with that if you'd like to. As far as this event, it is VFR only, so if you don't want snow, that's fine too. If you do set the weather manually at all, please put the sim WX VFR in your remarks on vPilot or whatever other way you access that sim. You can depart from any airport of your choice, but you want to plan to arrive at KRUT between 7 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 0000 Zulu to 0230 Zulu. So anytime from now to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can fly whatever time you want in the sim. I'm going to be doing day, but you can do real time. It's whatever you want. But you might want to do day to check again the winter landscape and the snow. You don't need flight following at all for this, especially if you're staying low. But if you're going to any Class C airspace, Class B, Class D, and I settled this in 3 bullets. I'm just going to say it all at once. C, D, or B, you will need some contact of some sort. If you're in D, you'll have to contact with tower. And if tower's not open, it just goes up to the next thing, which would be approach. If approach isn't open, you'd go to center, and you'd use them as the tower. For class Bravo, again, you do need contact with approach. And if approach isn't open, then go with center. Last time I checked, I think center was up and Boston approach was there if you're going to be going through the Boston area. And then Class C, you just need to have two-way communication, period. So that would be with approach or center to go through a Class Charlie. Of course, you can get around those things if you look at your sectional charts and you go higher or lower. So that's up to you, whether you want to use ATC a lot or minimally. That being said, you also want to make sure that you know where any Class Bravo, Class Charlie, or Class Delta airspaces are. And whether you want to fly above it, around it, that's up to you, but just make sure that you are aware of that. There's a lot of military operation areas up in the northern part here in New Hampshire and Vermont. Typically in the real world, you would have to see if they were active, but you could fly through them. It's just a question of is it safe enough to fly through them without knowing if they're active or not. For the VAT sim, we don't really do a lot of that, so just pretend that all MOA areas or military operation areas are clear and non-active. Mountainous terrain. As soon as you get to like New Hampshire, Vermont area, you start seeing more hills. So be aware of your surroundings. At the airport, there are some mountains around there. Obviously, you'll get through them. Check out your sectional for heights and stuff. Let me try to get the sky vector for a second so we can look around Rutland. All right, everyone sees that, right? So over here, when you get to Rutland, use these big numbers as a guide here. This is the tallest obstacle in the quadrant, or the square. So you want to come in at Rutland, at least probably around 4,500, being aware that to the northeast of it, you have some mountainous terrain. That will get you over anything. This mountain right here, which doesn't really have a name on the section, this is what you want to watch out for the most. On the northeast, you have a height of 4,235 feet. So just make sure that you're looking out to the northeast when you get into Rutland. Everything else around it is not that bad, as long as, again, from the south you're above 4,000. From anywhere in the west is probably the best way to enter if you're going to be lower than 4,000. Are there any questions on that? Because that's kind of big. Yeah, don't crash into mine, especially if you're doing nighttime. That makes it even rougher. All right, standard left or right traffic pattern as we get busy at KRUT. If it's a non-towered, so we have to call out our positions. The safest way to enter any airport is a 45 to the downwind of whatever runway you're doing. Again, if we look at sky vector for a second, you will see that there's a right pattern on 19er. So make sure that you know that 19, runway 19, is a right pattern. Everything else is a left pattern. And it probably has something to do, if I were to guess, with this mountain right here at 4,235 feet. They want you to take the right pattern so that way you're going to be clear of this little mountain there on the right. All right. So 45 on the right would be like this, just to demonstrate. Follow my mouse. Can you see my mouse? Okay. You're kind of entering at 45. Stay on the. You're gonna do all right turns basically in the pattern, and then down. You probably want to announce outside, like right outside, at least of this magenta gradient, because that is when you get to class G airspace. And while that's not towered, it's a good idea to let people know where you are, where you're entering from. And just make sure you stay on the radios and are aware of where people are in the pattern. Slowest aircraft is usually the one that takes over in front of everyone else, but we should be pretty comfortable with everybody, so we should be able to do the pattern, no problem. VATSIM, Unicom frequency is 122.8, so use that as the frequency. Do not use the real world CTAF, but I think it's 122.8 anyways. Yeah, so it is anyways. But 122.8 is what you stay on if you're not on in contact with any other thing like approach tower or anything like that. So 122.8. Put Virtual USA Flight Club in the remarks section of your flight plan. Adhere to all our club etiquette. Just basically do it the most realistic that you can while still having fun. And all of you are here on time for the briefing in the Discord, so I'm happy with you. We should be departing first departure in about 9 minutes. Below that is the closest we could get, and someone asked us earlier if they had an airport diagram. They don't have an official one, but if you go in the chart supplement, which is right here, you can kind of see the layout of the airport. Now, that gets me to my last point, which is other airports, because obviously we have 2.5 hours. So you can actually explore other airports in the area. I gave you some lists here in Vermont. New York, you have Lake George area right here, Ticonderoga, which you've looked at before in previous events. And then you have New York area, big airports if you want to take your chance at like some Class Bravo, Class Charlie airports. And with that, are there any questions about the event tonight? Silent. If you look at, I'm going to show you Sky Vector here, so follow me here. So I'm going to look at Boston, which is the class Bravo here. This is major. If you look at these numbers in blue, it kind of tells you the ceiling and also the floor. So on this outer ring right here, see how it has a line right there and a line up there? In this little quadrant of the big class Bravo circle, anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000, you're in class Bravo. So if you're under 4,000, you're fine. If you're above 7,000, you're fine. But if you're in between 4,000 to 7,000, you're in class Bravo. On the right. Yep. Yep. And Class E is just basically open, so. No problem. Keep an eye out on those. That's what I was talking about. So that was Class Delta right there, everybody. Any other questions? All right. Everyone have fun. We'll meet you in Rutland or around that area, then to Rutland. Have a good time. Enjoy the snow. And Happy New Year. All right, with that, everybody who has joined my little stream here. Hi, Nick. What's up? Just had to do the briefing, get all that done. Let me get some music on here. And we're taking off from Plymouth, Massachusetts, my hometown, in the 172. I've forced weather into Flight Simulator. But what I did was I did their snow setting, and then I just increased the cloud layer to be at 6,000. So we're going to try doing this at 4,500. We're going to need clearance through Bravo in order to do that, which is going to be fine. In fact, it might even be slightly entertaining. So I'm going to change my flight plan. Awesome. Change my flight plan to 4,500. So you're going to be up there before me, but we'll see about visiting other airports in the area too. I'm thinking Lake George if I can make it happen. So saving that. Close. Mode C's off. I'm going to connect with VATSIM right now. And I'm not in the 152. I'm on the 72. I was flying the 152 earlier. Hey, Melvin. Thanks for hosting the beginning of our event. And that's what we're doing. So the cloud layer should be at 6,000, which should give us enough clearance to get out of here VFR. And, oh, no problem. If there's any problem with my weather, though, I'm going to change it. The Microsoft Live weather is terrible. It's not even like close to what it is right now. Right now it's clear in Plymouth, believe it or not. But it's supposed to have a snowstorm coming in right around, let's see, 130, so what's that? Minus 5, 12:30, about 8:30, about an hour and 20 minutes. We're supposed to have snow, mist, and it's supposed to be overcast at 3,500 at Rutland. So that's why we can't use live weather either, because we have to make sure that we have enough for VFR. So, but all right, checking the microphone one last time. Oh, I'm good. All right, because last time I had that muted. Desktop audio is on, so now you hear music. And if I forget anything, just kind of let me know in chat. All right. All right, let's go to our checklist. We're using Flight Plan Go tonight because my Avera, I don't have enough memory to download all the charts. So I think it's time for a new tablet soon. That's all I'm going to say. All right, checklist coming up. 172 SP. That would be this window that you're going to see. Of course, I just used the wrong app to open that up with. Here we go. Everything should be working. I left the flight simulator on to make sure everything is working. Alright, seat track back lock. We're on the start here, by the way. We're right over here. We already did all the pre-briefing stuff. We pretend we did at least. Avionics are off. Well, I forgot to turn that stuff off from my previous flights today. Autopilot's off. Throttle's a 1/4 of an inch. It is, because I already put it in there. Mixture's full lean. Brakes are set. We're not going to do clear prop. I like to do that right before I turn on the right before I turn on the engine. Master on, beacon on, fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full lean, pump off. It didn't turn off, so I'll do it manually now. And with that, clear prop and mags to start. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh, wait, something happened. What did I do wrong? What'd you do? I didn't have enough of the throttle in. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Alright, let's try it again. That is interesting. What is going on? Uh-oh. You know what? I think I know what it is. I think SPAD is reading the 152. So let me just turn stuff off here for a second. That's exactly what it's doing, right? No. Let's load it up again then. Alright, let's try this now. Okay, we are primed. That is weird. It's so weird. Alright. We'll force you to do it. How's that? Alright, we're good to go. Parking brake, don't need that. And with that... Oh, you know what? It read the quadrant with the mixture, I guess. I don't know. Alright, master on, beacon on, auxiliary fuel pump, mixture full, blah, 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 blah. Oil pressure. Right where it always is, always wrong. Lights as required, turn the landing, the taxi, and the nav on. Okay. And make sure it's required. Seatbelt harnesses flaps up. That would be down in the pre-flight, so let's just make sure they're working. They are. Very good. They are up. Heat vent defrost, yes, please, because it's winter. It's a winter wonderland. Avionics are on. And I have to turn this switch on, because usually we just leave that on in the plane and it turns on with the avionics master switch, but... And also, transponder. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to get some ATIS here. 135.62 for Plymouth here. Got 122.8 ready for VATSIM.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 1700 Zulu. Wind 116 at 5. Visibility 9
So they're saying 1.5 with this simulated VFR weather and snow. So we'll go to 1.5. We'll get right out of here. Altimeter, good. Transponder on squawk. ADS-B would be on with the nav lights. Test the radio. Let's see who's on there who I can test the radio with. Boston Center's on there, so let's go 134.7.
Okay, UPS 2126, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't quite get that. Try it again.
230, correct.
Yeah, 310 on the heading. That'll be your heading, maintain 2,500.
All right, my lord is 310, maintain 2,500. Thank you, UPS.
November 6-7 Whiskey, as you get closer to Boston, report
Radio
the field
test.
in sight.
Copy, report the field inside 6-7 Whiskey.
It's pretty busy out there.
United 324, do that direct.
So, you know what? I think we're going to take off.
United
the radio
324,
test. As
thanks
long as
for
we're
the help.
hearing them,
Cross crank
we're
it and
good.
maintain
We'll
7.
leave it there, and we'll just do it. Taxi lights required brakes. We're going to test the way. I'm going to runway 15. We'll do a run up near 15. And I haven't done this runway a lot with streaming, so I'll show you how it's done. All right? Here we go. So right and left. Winter Wonderland. This is not real weather, nor time. So yeah, if anyone watched the CDL Twitch last night, I did not win the Thrustmaster TPRs, but that's okay. It was worth the experience of flying the 172 with the G1000 from JFK to LAX for like 20 hours straight. It was quite a feat, and it happened during my vacation, so it's something I can handle, you know. So I'm not feeling bad at all. It's okay. So, have I ever flown in weather like this? I've flown when it's snowing, I've flown when it's raining, but I don't know if it was this severe. Alright, we're going to turn left to runway 15. Pay attention that these, pretend those signs aren't there. And what we usually do is we come in this little corner right here, and we turn into the wind for a run-up, so we're going to do that today. It's easier in real life, I think. Right there. Beautiful. Alright, brakes are set. Let's go to our checklist again. And run up. Brakes are set. Fuel set to both. Good. Trim set for takeoff. Excellent. Flight controls are doing well. Annunciator lights. Testing those right here. Beautiful. Instruments. Turn coordinators in the middle. No flag. Heading coordinator should be about 1.6. It is. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter should be about 150. It is. Horizon looks good. Airspeed looks good. Mixture, best power, good enough. So we're at 150 MSL. Primer in and locked. There's no primer on this. Oh, because there's no primer on the checklist. Yeah, I'm thinking about carbureted engines that I fly. And here we go, 1800. Gonna test the mags. All right, so we're going to the right first. Good. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Alright, oil pressure, oil temperature are in the green, idling. Amps are charging. Well, they should be charging slowly, but they never run the vacuum. Good. Good. Back to 1,000. And with that, we are good to go. So, we're going to turn this thing around and do the briefing before we go. So if we're on the takeoff roll and there's a problem, chemical emergency or otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we will abort takeoff and land directly out on the runway. If we're under 850 feet and there's a problem, mechanical emergency or otherwise, we will land directly ahead of no wind 30-degree turn. Its best glide speed, and this is 68. If we are above 850 feet and there's a problem, mechanical emergency or otherwise, we will take a turn to the left and land downwind in the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever is available to us. Best glide speed again is 68. Without further ado, I want to make sure this music's not too loud. It doesn't seem to be. And we are free to go. So I'm on VAT Sims Unicom. We're going to announce it. Plymouth traffic, Cessna Indigo Foxtrot, departing runway 15, departure to the northwest, Plymouth. And here we go. Usually this little tower there, yeah, it's not really there in real life. We're okay. And again, we force snow and VFR conditions. Let's see if those hold, because I'm planning to go at 4,500 feet here. Here we go. Rotate at 55, climb at 74. Rotate. And we're up. Alrighty then. So in real life, the weather is supposed to get pretty nasty. Probably not gonna be able to fly for the third time in a week. I've struck out all 3 times. One time today was my family commitments, but the other times it was weather. So not looking good for tomorrow, but we'll go with it. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't canceled, let's put it that way, but I'm probably gonna end up canceling. 4,500 feet. I'm gonna try not to fly this with the autopilot today. Kind of feel like being flying by hand, so that visibility could be better. Oh well, I did what I could. Okay, I'm gonna take a turn to the left. And we will have to contact Boston Center for permission to go do the Class Bravo. And if not, I'm going to have to fly around it on the left. So that's just what's going to happen. Bye, Plymouth. And I might, again, adjust the weather as we get going closer to Rutland, because I don't know what I'm doing with this forcing the weather. I tried my best. But as you can see, it's snowing. Okay, let's also get to my flight plan go to get an idea of bearing here. 337-ish is true. Okay, trim up. So we keep climbing around 80. Like I said, I'll be touching the weather settings if it's a problem. Stay right there. And we'll keep climbing. Something tells me I need to touch the visibility. We'll see. Coverage 100. Altitude bottom. See what I'm saying? 6,000. This is 7,800. So maybe need to dial that down. Yeah, that helped. Okay. Beautiful. It's a lot better. Now, do I still have snow? Kind of. Not really a lot, but hey, I see it on the ground. That's what matters. Okay, we're gonna start leading this out. Get up to 3,000. Turn to like 3. About there. Make sure I filed for 4,500. I did. Alright, good. Okay, let's get to Boston Center. Boston Center, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
Boston Center, Iberia 6253 is
And November 489 Echo Foxtrot, go ahead.
Cessna 9 Echo Foxtrot, type 172, 4 miles to the northwest of Kilo Papa Yankee Mike, requesting flight following and permission through the class Bravo. We're on our way to Rutland, Vermont at 4,500.
And November 489 Echo Foxtrot, maintain VFR. Reset your transponders. Squawk 4716 ident.
4716 and ident for 9 Echo Foxtrot.
Air Canada 105, descend, pilot discretion descend to cross Lolly intersection at flight level 200.
Boston Center, good evening. This is Denmark 200. That's flight level 430.
Royal Air Maroc 200, Roger. You can continue on the arrival for Kennedy, cleared into the John F. Kennedy Airport via the Parch 3 arrival. Cross straight at and maintain flight level 240.
Via Parch 3 for arrival to Kennedy and cross straight at flight level 240. Denmark 200 is.
Lufthansa 422, descend and maintain 3000.
130 for 17, direct merit.
Lufthansa
422.
Yeah, Lufthansa 422, descend and
He's
maintain
got to clear me
3000.
to Bravo before I go in there, so...
Yes, sir. 422, land on 3000.
Giant 5189, Boston Center, hello. Climb, maintain flight level 350.
350, 5189.
UPS 2126 clear. 545 November.
UPS 2126, welcome
Pretty
to Providence,
good deal. Yeah,
and
that's my
thanks for the
town.
help. You can taxi to parking this frequency.
And that is the wrong one, so let me fix that.
Parking this frequency. Thanks for the great ATC, Matt. Thanks for the help. We'll see you UPS 2126. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
That
to you,
would
and
be
thanks
the
for
one I
flying
want.
Boston. See ya.
But we got a lot of traffic in Boston right there.
Air Canada 105, Boston Center.
Oh, gotta kick this down a little bit. Trim down, so go to 4,500. Keep going about 2,400. 2,500 is not terrible. Typically around here.
Boston Center, Mooney 514 Delta Victor.
And November 514, Delta Victor, Boston Center, go ahead.
514 Delta Victor, we're on the ground at Hyannis. We've got the weather, but we're simulating VMC, looking for VFR westbound departure on the right downwind if we can get it from runway 6.
Okay, November 514, Delta Victor, you're going to Rutland, is that correct?
That's affirmative. We're not going to be looking for flight following, though. Just need the VFR departure out of Hyannis.
Yeah, that was my question. Okay, you can, let's see, you want to go runway 6, is that what you said?
Yeah, affirmative. Preferable
Gotta
if
make
available.
sure that
Okay,
we are...
you can taxi your discretion, runway 6, and report holding short, ready for departure. The Hyannis altimeter 3035.
3035 and runway 6 out discretion, report holding short 5 for Delta Victor.
Oh boy.
Boston Center.
We're getting towards that Bravo, so gotta be
Happy New Year.
careful.
Southwest 1350 is holding short of runway 33 at Bradley, ready for takeoff.
And Boston Center, King Air 490 Echo.
Okay, multiple aircraft on the frequency, so it's just standby, all aircraft standby. The aircraft on the ground at Bradley, what's the call sign?
Starting to the left. Seeing I can't enter
1360.
Bravo.
Yeah, we're ready for
We'll stay out of Bravo.
Okay, we'll get you out of there. Southwest 1360, wind 120 at 3, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, fly
As long
runway
as we
heading.
stay out of Bravo, we're okay. You know what I mean?
Clear for takeoff and runway.
So we'll
heading
keep
south.
going until round it until he clears me through it. That's what my strategy is.
A
little bit of winds up here.
Okay, Air Canada 105 Alpha, that was unreadable, but I did send you the crossing restriction at for your Kingston arrival on text.
Alright, we'll leave it. We'll see what-
Lufthansa 422, turn left heading 250 and join the runway 22 left localizer.
It's very busy there, so like, I don't want to contact him yet.
Left turn 250, join the localizer 22 left, 422.
Air Canada 78 heavy,
Shimmy
or
it up.
disregard that. Air Canada 78, descend and maintain 3000.
Roger, descend and maintain 3000, you can submit.
5 Charlie Juliet has the field to re-cancel IFR, get out of here.
Oh, that's not a problem, sir. And November 25 Charlie Juliet, IFR, flight plan canceled 0031 Zulu. You can switch to Unicom, squawk and maintain VFR, radar service terminated. See ya.
Okay, we're going to contact your help, sir. Have a good night. Thanks. 5 Charlie Juliet.
Actually, since I have the tower on there too, I will tell you can enter a straight in runway 15 if you want that runway, and 15 clear to land.
Okay, we'll enter a straight in for 15 and clear to land 15, 5 Charlie
So as you can see, it's pretty busy tonight. And I'm staying out of Bravo because he hasn't cleared me through it. I think he's swamped over right now.
West wind 947, departing the airspace to the west, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Boston Center, Theater 4995, 2,000 feet or 10,000.
All right, multiple aircraft on the frequency, just stand by. JetBlue 197, contact Toronto Center now, 125.77.
Got some winds up here.
Okay, who else called? Air Canada 963 for your arrival into Montreal, cross EDDOT, add and maintain 11,000, Burlington, altimeter 3029er. November 11816, were you ready, sir? November 11816, let's see. The wind at Bangor is calm. On-course departure is approved. Runway 33 clear for takeoff.
He's got his hands full. We'll help him out. We'll stay out of Bravo for now.
Center, Mooney 514 Delta Victor's ready, Your Highness. Hold short runway 6.
Thank you for coming out tonight. Everyone is watching.
Lufthansa 422, there's an aircraft ahead of you that turned onto the final approach course before he was supposed to. Do you have that aircraft in sight?
And
Yes, sir,
I
we've got an aircraft in sight, 422.
asking for flight
Lufthansa
following.
422, maintain
from
visual
Boston Center,
separation
but
with
he
that
is
aircraft. Clear
swamped
visual
right
approach,
now.
runway 22 left.
So I am delicately flying
Visual
around
separation and
the
clear
outside of
22
Class
left,
Bravo
42.
towards Rutland.
Air Canada 78, you're 4 miles from Wayne. Cross
We're
Wayne
trying to
at
trim out
3000. Cleared ILS
4,500,
runway
so it's gonna keep
22
going
left
up and down,
approach.
but, you know, we're trying our best.
Maintain 200 knots until Vocus.
Roger, maintain 200 knots until Vocus, cleared for ILS 22 left approach, and submit.
And this is forced weather with snow. It is called the Winter Wonderland fly-in.
Center Mooney 4 Delta Victor, short of 6 at Hyannis, ready.
Okay, I know you guys can't hear each other, but I had about 3 aircraft calling me. They're all on the ground. I'll try to get you out of there just as soon as I can. So just stand by. The
Real world, this
aircraft
is
at
what we would have
Rutland,
to do is
you are
stand
cleared for,
outside of Bravo.
you are released for departure. Departure void if not off by 0040 Zulu. Time now 0034 Zulu. Switch to Unicom is approved. Contact Boston Center Airborne.
Over Unicom, contact in the air.
And,
November 514 Delta
he's got a
Victor,
lot.
did you call?
Affirmative, ready.
Okay, November 514 Delta Victor, runway 6, you are cleared for takeoff.
All right, clear for takeoff, runway 65 for Delta Victor.
KR 15, 2,400 for 3.
KR 15, Boston departure radar contact, climb maintain 9,000.
Okay, I'm gonna
9,000,
swing out to the
15.
left here. Where are they,
Commutator 4995, you with me?
Hey, firm, we're at...
One Bravo Niner, Mansfield Airport out there in the distance. We're gonna try to fly that, because north of
Commutator
that would be
4995, radar contact, climb maintain
that
8,000.
would be a issue if there was a game.
Oh, you're already at 10. What was your cruise altitude, sir?
Cruise altitude was flight level 250, commutator
We'll
4995.
mess with the weather as we have to keep this
That's
VFR.
not what it says
so.
in your flight plan, but I'll fix that. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
250 for commutator 4995.
United 1035, are you with me?
Affirmative, sure, we're out of 4,300, 5,000 on the pass flight.
United 1035, roger, radar contact, climb maintain 16,000.
I maintain 1,6,000 United.
I don't remember Boston Center being
Air
this
Canada
small,
78, contact the tower now,
history,
128.8.
so.
Tower Canada 78, have a good night and Happy New Year.
At Lufthansa 422 Heavy, thank you very much for your help. You can contact the tower now, 128.8.
128.8, 422. Happy New Year, sir.
Cactus 733, descend and maintain 3,000. Vectors for the ILS runway 22 left approach.
Down to 3,000 vectors, the ILS 22 approach, Cactus 733.
It's going, you know. I mean, I'm going to stream whatever I do fly, but we're doing okay. We have the winter
Air Canada
Wonderland
7604, Boston Center, hello.
and I took off
Break
from Plymouth.
Egypt Air 508,
home
cross
base,
Lolly,
and,
Lolly intersection at flight
That's
level
in Boston Center
200.
is slammed right now, so, yeah, sorry, Nick. I didn't know it was going to be this slammed. It's
Boston
pretty,
Center, Southwest 13.
I'm just staying out of Bravo. I mean, I asked to go
Southwest
transition
1360,
through
go
it,
ahead.
but he never got back to me, so I'm
We're
just going
still at
around.
4,000 runway
It's
heading.
not
Can we
even
get
worth
direct veers and then climb?
At Southwest 1360, sorry
Sorry.
for the delay. Yes, sir, you can go. Let me see if I can do even better for that. How about direct Pauling and then climb and maintain flight level 300.
Falling and 300. Thank you, no problem.
But,
Southwest 13.
we are just trolling the outside of Class Bravo here in Boston. So. And we're right over Mansfield, which is an airport I landed at the other day, my other stream.
November 918, Whiskey Tango, Boston
be
Center,
patient,
squawk
Nick.
right in.
Just be patient. Of course, snowy weather, and I will update as needed. I'll just go to the top here. But I
November
think we're
918,
okay
Whiskey
right now,
Tango, radar
so-
contact, climb and maintain flight level 280, clear to Cambridge.
Mansfield Airport's right there. I'm gonna turn more north. Just, like I said, troll the Class Bravo for Boston, getting to Rutland. So that's all we can do. So he never even got back to me, Nick, about my flight following or my
Air
transition.
Canada 105, contact New York Center now,
But if you look
125.32.
at Simaware, he's got a lot of people in Boston. Let me show you this. He's got all these aircraft in Boston alone. So
Egypt Air 508,
no, this is
contact
not
New
how
York
it looks in
Center,
real life. No.
125.32.
It's just we wanted to have the winter effect for the winter Wonderland fly-in, so I forced it on the simulator. So, and I made it so that I can fly at 4,500 and have visuals still. So, hey, I got a rainbow too. Cool.
Air Canada 2197,
But
Boston
it
Center,
can
hello,
get like
climb
this.
maintain flight level
And tonight
350.
it's supposed to get pretty bad up here in the northeast. So.
Cactus 733,
All right.
turn right heading
Oh,
190,
do
join
Keene,
runway
and then
22 left, left,
Rutland's
left.
not that far away. You can always
190,
change. You can spawn out of that and go somewhere else.
KR 15, are you on still on a vector?
I'm just going to get to the New Hampshire border and then decide if I want to go somewhere else.
Okay,
Which I
we'll
might.
get
I might go to Lake
you on
George.
course here. How about
That was what I
clear
was thinking
direct
about doing.
Kennebuck, Echo November Echo?
Like the sound of that. Cleared connect Kennebunk, KR 15.
So we'll see.
Austin approach King Air 490, Echo
Okay. Again, I'm using my flight plan go here.
Okay,
Not
again,
liking it
multiple
as
aircraft
much as
on the
Aver-
frequency, November
Aver's
172
a
Whiskey
little
Papa,
bit
go
better
ahead.
for the United States at least.
November 172.
So it'll give me a heading and a bearing like a GPS, which this one thing probably does. I mean, if I do route, it says course is 330, but that's the course. It's not the thing there. so I don't.
November
know.
172 Whiskey Papa, roger. You can expect runway 6, advise ready to
North
taxi,
Dock,
squawk
downloading maps only.
4717.
4717.
Toggle breadcrumbs. Okay, runway airport options.
WestJet
still
20
getting used to,
1216. Contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32, have a great night.
Got that done. Okay.
Boston Center, good evening. Air Transport 430,
But,
1700.
yeah, it's hairy getting out of any airport.
Sorry,
I'm glad I did
1700.
Plymouth.
AirTran 430 Boston Center, hello. Climb and maintain
Basically
flight level
following Route
310.
95 from the outside here.
430.
Just goes around.
And let's see, November 490 Echo Romeo, Boston Center.
On the ground, a hand can like to pick up flight from.
That's probably Nick. Hopefully he's doing okay.
That's 4,000.
2-year-old on board. Hi.
And where are you going to
love you.
Boston?
Rutland. Vermont.
Hi. All right, you gotta go. No,
Okay,
you gotta back
November
in. There's no
490
flying,
Echo
okay?
Romeo. You want flight following, correct?
As affirmative for F9 Echo Foxtrot.
No, this is for 490 Echo Romeo. 490 Echo Romeo. Runway 29, taxi at your discretion. Report holding short, ready for departure. And your squawk code is 4720, 4720.
Well,
4720, taxi
keep it
runway
flying.
29 at my discretion. Air 490.
And November 597 Lima Delta. You want flight following
that would spur him
to where,
my
sir?
way, but obviously not.
To Rutland. Evo Romeo Uniform Tango.
November 597 Lima Delta, roger, squawk 4722. And what runway would you like to depart, Lebanon?
I think that 172 is a little high out there. Yeah.
Okay, you can taxi
That's
runway
interesting.
7, report holding short, ready for departure.
We're back to runway 7. Report holding short.
Wow. Don't see that every day. So yeah, I have
Boston
Microsoft Flight
Center,
Simulator
JetBlue 1651,
multiplayer on too, in case
3000
anyone wants to join me. We're
JetBlue
passing,
1651
Hopedale,
Boston, departure
1
radar
Bravo 6 right
contact,
now.
climb maintain flight level
If you
320.
want a nice airport to depart from, 6
maintain
Bravo
flight
6,
level
Minuteman
320.
is going to be up ahead. I'll give you time to set up and everything.
Air Canada 963,
We're going to Rutland,
contact
Vermont.
the Montreal Center now, 1, let's see, what are we going to do? 128.77, 2877.
At this point, I'm not going to need flight following. So I will cancel with them if I get to the other side of Bravo.
Alpaca 430, disregard. Alpaca 1 Alpha Lima, departing the airspace to the south, no other radar services available, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved for Alpaca 1 Alpha Lima. Thanks for the ATC. Happy New Year.
Royal Air Maroc 200, cross the Calverton VOR, Charlie, 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 add and maintain 12,000 at 250 knots. The John F. Kennedy altimeter 3029er.
Altimeter 3029 across Calverton at 12,000.
Control on the class Bravo.
250 knots for Mach 200.
Nice rainbow, snow on the ground. It's all good. The live weather sucks. Microsoft Flight Simulator today hasn't been accurate at all. And forcing snow, it's been the way to do it for today at least.
All right, that was 5 aircraft on the frequency at the same time. Please just stand by. Cactus 733, 5 miles from Wayne. Turn right heading 250, maintain 3,000 till established. Correction, turn right heading 220. Maintain 3,000 till established. Cleared ILS runway 22 left approach.
We're on the localizer, so clear for the ILS 22 approach, maintain 3,000 till established, Cactus 733.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-Ray Boston Center, hello.
Hey Jeffrey, I can barely hear you. What are you doing, runway 1?
Yeah.
Good evening.
United 950, heavy contact, Boston Central, 123 dozen.
JetBlue 55, roger. The wind at Bradley is 120 at 3 knots, runway 33, cleared for takeoff, light runway heading.
Clear for takeoff 33, runway heading, JetBlue 55.
have to come with some type of
November
normalizing.
251 Charlie Victor, what's your location?
That would help out everybody.
Oh, I've got you. Disregard.
Direct. Bravo, Romeo, Oscar.
Boston would be out that way.
Yeah, sorry about that, sir. I see you now on the departure out of Boston. November 251 Charlie Victor, Boston departure radar contact, climb maintain flight level 220.
I mean, Nick, if
JetBlue
you're with me
1651,
still,
are you with me?
you could,
Yes, JetBlue 1651.
you could depart.
JetBlue 1651,
Just stay at, like,
climb maintain flight level
3,000 getting
320.
out of there.
Climb into flight level 320.
Or maybe not. No. You'd have to release
Boston Center, Southwest
2,800 and get out of there?
Southwest 1360, go ahead.
Just reporting very light chop above flight level 270.
Yeah, we've had other reports of light to moderate chop in the area of your flight plan route, and thanks for the pilot report. American 5, Boston Center, hello, and let's clear direct Sea-Dog, cross Sea-Dog at and maintain 11000 to Portland, Altimeter 3038. November 172 Whiskey Papa, runway 6, you can taxi at your discretion, report holding short, ready for departure.
We'll report on this.
Cactus 733, contact the tower now, 128.8, good night.
Over to Tower 28.8, thanks to ATC Happy New Year, Cactus 733.
This is why you have to be ready for anything.
Okay, who did I miss? Anybody waiting for Boston Center?
King Air 490.
Well, I was just going to call in, but I can't call in now.
Ready for Northwest run.
Okay, November 490 Echo Romeo. You did get blocked, but say again, and just 490 Echo Romeo now.
Short of 29er on Echo, ready to go northwest march.
November 490 Echo Romeo. On course departure is approved. Runway 29 cleared for takeoff. The wind at Bedford is calm.
Clear for takeoff 29er on course.
That sounds like Nick.
Yeah, so. For King Air 490 Echo.
Okay, let's try who else?
Boston Center. Says an Echo Foxtrot. Cancel flight following. I'm going to give you some space up there.
Number 489 Echo Foxtrot, not a problem, sir, but I appreciate that. Flight following is canceled. Maintain and squawk VFR. Good night.
Roger. Thank you, Echo Foxtrot.
Yep, thanks for flying Boston.
Boston Center, again, November 5131 Lima, climbing 3000 through.
We got Simunicon 122.8, and no, it's all on us. But, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta give them a little space. And they don't have to take you in real life. They could just deny you flight following. You know, it's all up to them, so. But that just means I can't get into the Bravo, which doesn't really matter because I'm halfway around it anyways. So, and just things you have to take into account when you're flying. We're just right outside Class Bravo. We're literally, now I can show you this. We're literally, see that green line? We're just going right around it until we get to a direct course for Rutland. And that's what we're doing. This forced time and weather. Snow with enough for VFR flying, enough space. So if that doesn't happen, I will have to mess with weather conditions here. So, and the way I did that was I just dragged these cloud layers up. If I drag it down, you can start the snowing and this and that, but I just want the snowy weather. I don't care about the snow actually falling down. So, and what I might do after I land at Rutland, maybe the first time, maybe I do it multiple times, we'll try live weather and see what it looks like, you know? And then I'll just turn it back if I have to. But I am a Microsoft Flight Simulator multiplayer as well as VATSIM. Any Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic, though, we kind of just ignore on this trip here, so. And let's check in and see how busy he is now. That's Boston, okay? And then you zoom out, he's got all of us. This is Boston Center, he's got to control everything in here. There's Tower for Boston Logan. He's the only one in the area. There's no approach or anything, so we all have to call him for flight following, and it looks like somewhere now auto updates, which is kind of cool. So we're over here. That's us. Echo Romeo. I believe that is Nick Resla of the Virtuoso Flying Club. Someone was taken out of Hyannis, so I don't know who that was, but there's a couple people that are actually taking off out of here from the Virtuoso Flying Club. Again, some that just decided to take right out of Rutland and maybe just go explore a little bit and then come back. So, but it's a very open, free event for the Virtuoso Flying Club. Got a nice rainbow to our right. And we're gonna just head almost directly north now to meet up with the direct. It should be over Minuteman Airfield, but the problem is there's an antenna at 1,400. Not that it's a big issue, we just want to look out for it. And I don't think they modeled the antenna in the simulator, honestly. We're currently right outside Framingham. Framingham's out there to our right. We have Worcester out to our left way in the distance. We're making our way to Rutland, Vermont. Never been to Rutland in real life. I've been to Keene, New Hampshire, which is pretty close, but not to Rutland, so we'll see what happens. Oh, I never configured Fly Live. I should have done that. It's alright, I'll do it now. See if it's working. KPYM to KRUT. November 4989 Record Foxtrot. Sorry about that. I got caught up because I was doing the hosting tonight, so I had to do the briefing and everything. But there you go. That is the... is that sim time or is that real time? Let's check that. No, that is sim time. So we should be there right about 1:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sim time. Excuse me. Nine Bravo 1 is no longer with us. So see that 9 Bravo 1? That was Marlboro. That actually closed down. I want to say, is that it right there? It was the oldest. No, that's a lake. Marlboro's no longer with us. It's actually right down there. That was, I think, the oldest general aviation airport in Massachusetts, and then the widow of the person that owned it decided to sell it, and basically they sold it to a developer. So it's been closed since, and you can no longer really go there. I think they started ripping up the runway and everything already, but didn't get the chance to go there in the time that I had as a private pilot. So I guess it closed it right before I got my private. But I was told it was a pretty nice airport. So sadly, we're losing more airports to developers and stuff like that over time. So it is what it is. Let's see. I'd have to take account of how many people are in the vent tonight. 15 so far, and there might be some coming a little later. It's not terrible. It's New Year's Day, you know. So it's what it is. Again, we are around the Bravo, about to connect direct to Rutland.
Thanks for coming in today, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
We're also going to watch out for that restricted airspace. I'll show you that. I think it's at 3,500. We see this little blue blotchy area off my 10 o'clock. we're not gonna cross over that. We're gonna be safe. I forget what the height is on that, so. It's been pretty bumpy with the weather I did force into the sim, but we're doing what we have to do here. That's why my trimming is all over the place, but. You know what? Here's what I would do, Nick. I'd land at Rutland, and then I consider, all right, this part of the event's done, and then I do the IFR, put the weather in. The real world weather might be IFR by that point, anyways, and then you could try a instrument approach into there. You know what I mean? So I canceled flight following. I was like, I'm not gonna give this guy any more grief here. So, but currently flying over 6 Bravo 6. Still want to go there someday. It's a really nice airport. Lowest fuel prices in the area. That's what I've heard. And still privately owned, but open to the public. They actually tried to sell it too, but they're trying to find someone who'll keep it as an airport. So, yeah. Hi. 2 years on board again, everybody. Hi, what's up? What's up? Watch out for my controls here, okay? Hi. I love you. Do you want to sit here? Okay, you want to hang out for a little bit? Okay, move the stuff. She can stay with me. Okay. Alright, she's being ushered away by her mother. Alright, we'll turn more to the northeast now. I mean northwest, excuse me. Northwest and get onto this direct to Rutland. And we are clear of the Bravo. No problemo. Would have been a little quicker if we went right through it, but he was really busy. Didn't even get back to me on my flight following or transition, so I just said to him when I got a chance that we were going to cancel flight following, and I'll just go around Bravo because I was already halfway around it anyways. But the weather currently, real life weather at Rutland is broken at 11,000. Winds are 300 at 03. At around 8:30, just about a half hour. It's supposed to go to 2 square miles of visibility. Snow. I forget what PL is. I have to look for that. Mist and overcast at 3,500. Let's see what PL is on METAR. Ice pellets. So there you go. Ice pellets, snow, and mist. Overcast 3,500. So Nick, you're gonna have some IFR there if you really want it. Field elevation 787. Well, maybe not true IFR, actually, now that I think of it, but we are on a direct course now for Rutland. If we did want to go to Lake George first, which is Bennett Memorial, not that far out. Let's see if we can add that. Add to route. There we go. Let me alter my route here. Come on, route. No. Alright. I'm getting used to this flight plan go still, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Route, new, let's create a new route. KGFL, KRUT. Done. Route. Kind of like the same thing. Again, I wish I had, how long does this take? 47 minutes to Rutland. Okay. See how long it's going to take to go to Great Falls. G. F. L. 4, so you figure out probably about another 10 minutes after that we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Great Falls, New York. So update on going. We're going to Great Falls, New York there, right south of Lake George, and then go to Rutland from there. That's what we're going to try. Have some fun with that. So Lake George, definitely an airport. Great Falls, right outside Lake George, I'd like to go to in real life someday. Trimming down there, keep it down. And again, this is forced weather and forced time. The weather is supposed to get me. Well, I mean, I would land in Rutland as a VFR, and then say, well, I landed there VFR, and then after that you can do IFR. Does that make sense? And I'm hosting the event, so I don't see a problem with that, you know? That way you did the event, but then after the event you decide to go IFR, that's all. Nothing wrong with that. And just say that you did the event by landing in Rutland. So that's what I would do. That sounds safe to me. And I'm the one hosting, so I mean, I wouldn't go in there IFR all the way and, you know, do that, because that's not what we asked for. Okay, we gotta turn more to the west here. Let's get to Great Falls, New York. So far, the clouds have been cooperating with me, so this is good. But I'm not liking this little area right here right now, so. Again, just wanted to see snowfall. So I guess if I really wanted to, I could increase these clouds. There you go. Let's do that. Let's put a little more VFR into my event anyways. There you go. Now the bottom should be at 6,400. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Should be good. Alright. With that, we are outside of Fitchburg. Should be off to our left somewhere out there. Over there, actually. I'll be probably visiting there in real life sometime. Only one runway's open now, though. I think the other one's closed due to maintenance. Like they're not maintaining it. And up ahead of us is real life familiarity, because Keene, New Hampshire's up there. So that hill, I believe, is the hill right outside of Keene. But yeah, quite a nice event. Snow, forced by me. It's like making mountains full of big snow. It's a simulator of big snow. Excuse me. Flying VFR, yep, and just finish the event at KRUT, VFR, and then after that depart Rutland. You can maybe even be able to try real world weather and see what it looks like, and be instrument IFR for the rest of your flying, and you finish the event by by flying the Rutland VFR. You know, sure, that'll work. Or you can just go to a local area airport after you land in Rutland. You can go to Manchester if you want to. Or you can go to Lebanon. That's always Lebanon, New Hampshire there. No, you're not. Just finish the event first. Just go to Rutland and VFR and say I did the event, but after the event I plan to do some IFR. Some approaches, you know. Not even IFR, some approaches. That's fine. Because there's a fly into to Rutland. going to be crossing into New Hampshire pretty soon. Probably about in the next 20 minutes or so. Glen Falls. I kept calling it something else. It's Glen Falls, New York. Floyd Bennett Memorial. So we're going to go there first, then we'll go to Rutland. And if there's extra time, heck, even I might go for a little bit of Lebanon, New Hampshire there. So. Seem to have smoothed out a little bit since I raised the clouds a little bit. Like seeing the snow textures, even though it's not here in real life, but we will hopefully, or not hopefully, have snow tonight coming in. And again, the TAF for Rutland says it's going to be snowing with pellets and mist at overcast at 3500 at approximately 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is 25 minutes from now. So that's why I said people should just force the weather to be VFR, because it was going to get pretty nasty as we get up here, according to what they say. Also, let's see, no segments. There's an icing, moderate icing here in real life. Moderate turbulence in real life. And also an IFR. Glen Falls. It's right on the border, probably because of all that stuff. So, yeah. Make it happen, man, you know? I think you'll still get in the Rutland, but after that, it's supposed to get pretty nasty, which will help you with the instrument training. So, and watch out for mountain obscuration, which is also in Sky Vector. If you're wondering where I'm getting this from, you just go to these layers, and it tells you what's going on. We're about... I just changed that, so we're right about here somewhere. Just check for icing, intermets, moderate icing, turbulence, moderate turbulence. But here's the most disconcerting one for real life weather. You have IFR like right outside Rutland right now. So that's what we're dealing with. And that's why I forced VFR snow weather. Well, I do too, but like, you know, it wasn't gonna happen and I wanted snow. So. And the Microsoft Flight Simulator live weather has been very off today. I think I showed that earlier today in the Discord with my pictures of the 3 different weather engines and how different they were. So, yep, I'll show that to everyone too. So I was flying around with the 152 earlier today. This was Martha's Vineyard. The weather was supposed to be clear. This is what Microsoft Flight Simulator live weather looked like then. This is what it looked like with the freeware Unreal weather, which again I can activate at any time. It didn't look that bad. It looked kind of normal. And then Rex, which looked awesome for the cloud layer that was supposed to be at 2,800. But on the ATIS, it told me, what was it? 121 at 32. I mean, what? And before that, it actually said 106 at 7, which actually sounded decent. And then later on, it said 277 at 5.9 for the direction winds. I mean, they just have to fix that thing. If they fix that, it's going to be one heck of a weather engine. So. Alrighty then. Anyways. Great Falls, New York. Coming your way. And I haven't been to Lake George since I was a kid, so they have like a fort there, Fort George. Is it Fort George? I can't remember. Fort William McHenry, something like that. There's some fort there from the French and Indian War. They actually it was portrayed in The Last of the Mohicans. And so it'd be awesome to kind of go in there and take the e-bike, maybe stay overnight. Probably never happens since I got a family, but Fort Ticonderoga, I think I can make a day trip out of that. And that's the fort that's at the top of Lake George. And goes down Lake Champlain, I believe. I'm not really looking at the section right now. I'll have to double check myself on that. But yeah, it is Lake Champlain. So that was the fort that was right up the lake from Lake George, Fort William McHenry, I think it's called. So pretty smooth on the flying now. Got Key, New Hampshire out there. That's the farthest I've ever been. this area, real life. Not that you can see that video yet, because I'm still working on my video for my October 3rd flight. So I know I'm behind, but I'm trying on the Air Flight channel for YouTube. And I don't know what it is. I just can't get motivated to do them like I used to. I've tried, and I've just been streaming more than anything lately. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to crack down, maybe not stream as much. But it is vacation, so this is the week to stream. So. Trimming up. The trim hasn't really stayed the same this whole flight, so it's been constantly retrimming the plane. I'm trying, but we're about to cross into New Hampshire, so the border's somewhere out there. New Hampshire again, out in the distance. Just a really peaceful flight, maybe with snow, which is what I wanted, so. Kind of inspired by White Christmas, which was portrayed in a fictitious Vermont town. It doesn't really exist, which I didn't know it didn't exist. So I was like, oh, where they kind of planned that out? But we held it off till after the holidays. Ended up just calling it Winter Wonderland, and we haven't really had an event that really let you look at snow. So I just figured, hey, let's just do it. Take a look at traffic. We currently have 4 members around Rutland. Another, I can't tell, maybe 2 more north of that. Others flying in still. So, but you know, it's a free open event. They can go wherever they'd like to. But we will see heat off our 10 o'clock out in the distance. I don't know if we're going to see it yet. We are close. That's it out there. Keene Airport, and town should be north of that. This was that hill I was worried about going into Keene. The Keene itself has some hills around it as well. I don't know if you can see that. I gotta find the airport again. Where'd you go? You can see it's pretty hilly out there, so things you gotta worry about once you hit the Vermont, New Hampshire border here. Not that we're in peril or anything. Very well. Very good on this flight right now, so. Okay, just a little look at similar. Here we are right here, south of New Hampshire. It's a little delayed too. We're just about to cross. And then we have various members up here near Rutland, which is right over the border of New Hampshire. There's like a lake that goes right here. So Rutland's somewhere over there. If I go to Fantastic, it'll show you where we are. But you see all that weather coming in? That's what I'm talking about. And that's why it's IFR over here. So we're going to go to, again, Glen Falls, where it currently is IFR in real life. I'm forcing some VFR weather with snow. because that's what I wanted to see, personally. And then we're going to go to Rutland. Then as soon as we land in Rutland, we're going to see what it looks like in live weather and compare it to the METAR at that point. Currently, it says 10 square miles of visibility broken at 9,000, overcast at 11,000, and nothing else except freezing rain to the south. If I write that as an S. So, but again, in about 15 minutes, they said snow, freezing pellets, and mist, and overcast at 3,500. So that weather indeed is going to come in here and just play with things in real life. And that's also probably going to cancel my flight tomorrow, my real world flight on the 172, because it's supposed to linger around Plymouth and stuff. And visibility is supposed to go down to like 800 overnight. And so on vacation, I've effectively, if I have to cancel tomorrow, flown 0 times. 0 times during vacation. Today I had a family commitment, so I had to cancel this flight. Today would have been beautiful, by the way, to fly. But I didn't have a choice. So sometimes family has to overrule the flying. Glen Falls, New York, and then we're going to Rutland. That's the plan. Should have been at Glen Falls in about 38 minutes or so. We're about to fly over the Keene VOR. Again, Keene should be right up there. All these elevation problems over here, see that? That's Keene Airport, and then the town is actually over there where that little problem area is. Microsoft, I don't know what's happening with that. It could be one of my mods, bro. I doubt it. That's a very nice airport to fly into. Glen Falls out in the distance. Nick, let me know if that weather gets really bad in about half an hour or so in real world weather. So if you want, we can really quickly look at real life weather here. I don't know if it's gonna save my snow static, so we're gonna just try it and see what happens. So that's live weather according to Microsoft. It's pretty bad. And then if I do unreal weather, that's not as bad. This is more realistic, I believe. So and then I have the snow weather, which is what I programmed, and it went back to default. So let's just raise these a little bit. Right about there. Yeah. We can do that. We'll leave it there. Is that snow in the distance? Could be. I don't know. It does look like a veil of snow. What's going on? Yeah. Just heard some beeping. Did anyone else hear beeping? I don't know. We are in New Hampshire. Let me see if it was my phone going to my headset. Was it the auto marker beeping? I mean, I don't know. I thought I turned the marker off. No, I didn't. Okay. I heard some beeping. See if that's a wall of snow or not. It's quite interesting to see there. Enforcing the snowy weather tonight. again, we'll tweak the weather if we have to. And we'll be crossing into Vermont pretty soon. But we're gonna go to Glen Falls, New York first, and then head over to Rutland. That again is the plan tonight. It's kind of what precipitation looks like in real life. So that's why I'm thinking that's snow. Across this river right there, we're in Vermont. So mirror, dude, trees seem to be popping up there. They grow fast. Okay, take a look at the frames here. Still getting 30, even when streaming on the same computer, so I don't think that's bad at all. How'd you crash? Is it a mountain? The real world weather's pretty bad already in the sim, if you ask me. So I quickly changed to it just to check it out. This trim's been at a constant just up and down all the flight. So we're about probably an hour into this flight. Oh, that sucks. Alright, we'll see if this is precipitation or just mist. I don't know. It looks like it's mist now, so. Beautiful rivers and stuff. Like, I really liked it when I flew up near Keene in real life, because you get to see a lot more nature going on rather than cities. Now in real life I'd be worrying about carb icing, but we don't have a carburetor in this, so pretty good. It's maybe just a pitot heat. I have it off right now, but I'll turn it on if I need it. Actually, this is the river we have to cross to be in Vermont, so we're almost there. We are right outside Rattleboro, Vermont, which is right here in front of us on the right. And that's where we are on the map here. I can zoom out a little bit. That's where we're going, Glen Falls, and then to Rutland. Oh my god. My kids wore me out today. Oh boy. We're all good getting some iced tea. I got the shirt for my brother-in-law. He stopped over with his Christmas gifts because they're quarantining pretty hard like us. And it says, "Trust me, I'm a pilot." I'm going to stand up for this one. I really like that shirt. It was a wonderful Christmas gift. So just remember, for the pilot in your life, buy him this shirt because this is a cool shirt. Anyways, we're on a direct course for Glen Falls, New York. Then we'll end up in Rutland right after that. And unlike Vera, the electronic flight bag app I usually use, we have to use the GPS for our estimated time of arrival. It's about 29 minutes or so to Glen Falls. We also get that ready here on Flight Plan Go. I don't know what I like better or not yet. It's a GFL, not GLF. There we go. Floyd Bennett Memorial has an airport diagram and everything, so that's pretty sweet. So we'll see what the winds favor. And this is definitely not VFR, so I'm going to quickly raise the ceiling here on the clouds. That was definitely some snow that you saw there. So, and I think that the coverage is what I have to open up here. So, there we go. Keep it there. That's what it was. Forcing VFR tonight, but with snow on the ground for that winter wonderland effect. And like I said, after we land at Rutland, we'll load the live weather in the 3 different weather things we have, and we'll see which one fits the closest to what's actually going on at that point, and see what we can do. But it's supposed to get pretty bad at Rutland any minute now, according to the TAF. Freezing rain, snow, and pellets, mist, overcast, 3,500, 3,000. So visibility is supposed to go down to 2 square miles. So I would not be legal to fly in that in real life. Nor would I'd probably not even go on that one. So and we also gonna have to watch it up ahead because there's a wilderness area with some ski areas, and the mountains go up to about 4,800 feet. It's 3,748 feet. I'm at 4,500. We should be fine still, but we're supposed to be 1,000 feet above clouds and at least 500 above, if not 1,000 above obstacles. So, seeing that this isn't a heavily dense area, the rule I believe is 500 feet. If it's a dense populated area, you have to do 1,000. If you're over water, you just have to be away from ships and stuff. You can go all the way down the surface. Not that I suggest that you do that. So Nick, did you start up again? Oh, you know, it happens. I don't know the last time I crashed. Well, actually, no. I crash with my kids all the time. So, but was it bad weather too, or is it just a landing gear problem? Just that skiing area off our left here. So, it's kind of cool to see that, and also on the sectional. And I think with the snow effects, it really gives it that wintry feel. Yep. Alright. Where are you taking off from and everything? Where are you right now? Oh, okay. What model were you flying on that landing gear issue? Yeah. No. Can't be easy. You gotta get your attention right. So yeah. All right. Cool. I recognize some names out there. Zach out there is part of the USA Flying Club, I believe. So we are definitely getting in that area. But very nice scenery here with the ski slopes here on our left. Yeah, okay. Beautiful landscapes. Now, glad that we chose to go towards Lake George first. They did a very nice job with snow versus the satellite imagery. I don't even know how they do this. I think this is fantastic. I really do. I do have a mod for the trees, by the way, which makes the trees denser and also drawn at a greater distance. So it's been a very good mod. It's on flightsim.to. Just have to look under mods and search for tree mod and it should pop up. But it's been very, very cool to see in the simulator. So I think it's a lot more authentic. My frames are still around 35, 40, so I can't complain. It hasn't really impacted anything. And that's with streaming on the same computer. Alright, we are 23 minutes out of Glen Falls. Glen Falls is non-towered. It's a Class E airport. So we're basically just going to get the weather and find out where we're going to go in from there. But we do have to watch out for these mountains up ahead, because there are some that are not at our level, but slightly below it. The many ski resorts up here too. We'll just see how nasty this weather gets at Rutland after we land there. But it's supposed to be pretty nasty, so. I'm gonna try refreshing Skyback, even though it kind of updates itself. No, still says 8:30. Should be any second now. Really bad weather there. Glen Falls is currently real life. No wind, 10 square miles of visibility, overcast at 8,500. So still VFR. It has an amended one at 803. Probably about 3 knots. Greater than 6 square miles of visibility. Showers. Overcast at 8,000. Tempo. Visibility goes down to 1.5 square mile. 1.5 square miles. Snow, mist. Broken at 25. Overcast 4,000. So it's gonna get pretty bad. And Plymouth, real life, just went minimum VFR, overcast at 2,700, no winds, 10 square miles visibility. So it is what it is. It's getting nasty. Let's put it that way. That looks really authentic if you ask me, though. It's really good. Even have some cars down there. See that? Take a look outside. This is a beautiful area. Right over here is the Somerset Reservoir. That's what that body of water is. Again, we did force the weather to be like this, and we're also not real time.
Joining the upwind, runway 1.
So that's someone landing at, I'm hoping Rutland, runway 1. Yeah, that makes sense. They're pretty far out, but you're hearing them on the VATSIM Unicom. That's because they're out there. Someone is at Ticonderoga as well. So, wonder if that's one of us. 193 Foxtrot X-ray. And my hat's off to Jet Pilot 7 who just broke.
Traffic Mooney is left downwind with departing pattern.
10,000 total views on his Twitch channel since he started on Twitch. So awesome feat, and you know, well deserved. He has a great channel. He's actually streaming this event as well. In fact, you know what? You should probably check in with him, see where he's at. While we're flying to Glen Falls here. Jet Pilot, where are you? There you are. Yeah, let's check it with Jet Pilot.
The pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at all 5 of those guys in the pattern at Rutland. I think he's departing actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys in the pattern at Rutland right now.
That was why I wanted to host this event too, is to have
like they're all very correctly spaced too and everything like that. So.
Double 2298, you with me?
And there's the man himself who put the flight together tonight, Mr. Eric Flight. Thanks for coming in today. It is going well, sir. I'm actually on my way to Stewart from Rutland. I was one of the first people, along with Jeffrey, to get into Rutland. So I kind of got in and got out real quick before all the mess that's going on right now. So I'm on my way to my home field of Stewart.
Oh, cool.
Thank you for putting this event together. I really do enjoy the suggestion of setting the sim manually for the snow and everything, because I've got it set with some really great visuals.
Yeah.
With the snow on the ground and a little bit of sunset action going on, it's been very nice. So thank you once again. Eric, being one of the admin for the Virtually Safe Flying Club, he's also the gentleman that's hosting the event. You guys at the beginning of the stream, if you were here, heard his voice during the briefing. And he is also flying in right now. I guess he's taking a quick break from his stream while he's flying in to pop in and say hello. So make sure you guys go and check him out as well. Kenny put the shout out to his stream.
Giant 3180.
He doesn't know.
Do a little bit of streamception here, chat. Let's see. If I pull up his stream on my stream and then he's watching my stream on his stream, we'll be full-on streamception. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. This is it. Look at that. There it is. If you guys, there it is. There it is. full-on stream
That's
section.
crazy.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
It's a little weird. Not gonna lie.
All right.
It's a little weird. There you go. A little streamception. So
Rutland
Eric Flight on
traffic,
Twitch. If you don't already follow him, make sure you guys give him a follow.
5 miles
All
south.
right. So that was Jet Pilot Cinnamon again, the founder of the Virtue USA Flying Club, and he's a really great guy all around. He's actually heading back to New York. He went to Rutland right away, and now he's flying back from Rutland to his home airport. I think it's Kilo Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot. If I ever get out there someday, I'll actually let him know, and maybe we can meet up. So I haven't got out that far yet. My next cross country, I'd like to make it Hartford, Connecticut. So. Regardless, we are going to Glen Falls first, then to Rutland. Then I'm going to turn the live weather on and multiple weather engines. We're going to see which one most closely resembles the weather that's going on. And I doubt I'll be able to do VFR at that point. So it's just what it is. And I don't know, I'm not really an instrument rated pilot yet. I'd like to start that this summer in the real world. So we might call it there, or we might not. We might force the weather to be like this, fly back somewhere. I haven't really decided yet. So. Regardless, it's been a pretty nice scenic flight with the snow.
Yeah, I heard somebody turning base, and I couldn't see it.
Pattern altitude at Bennett is about 1,350 feet or so. Surprising to see Ticonderoga. That was one of the airports I suggested that you could visit other than Rutland. So I'm wondering if that's one of us. Not sure of it. But you're hearing the VATSIM Unicom because Rutland's out that way, and we're just taking a little detour towards Lake George, New York. So we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear. What we're gonna do with this whole flight here. And we are almost there, though. You can see. Right on the border there of the EFB that I'm using on my tablet. There's Bennett Memorial Airfield. Then we'll go up to Rutland after we take a landing. Quickly becoming a fan of flying Vermont, New Hampshire. So I gotta try doing that in the real life more. Again, if COVID ever lifts, I'd like to either go to Ticonderoga, New York this summer for a day trip, or go to the Woodstock Festival site. And we've done both of those before on the simulator. In fact, we just did the Woodstock one, what was that? Almost a month ago. So you can check that out. I haven't archived that particular one on the Eric Flight YouTube. And as far as archiving all my other flights, once I became a Twitch affiliate, I think what I'm going to do, and I said this earlier in another stream, I'm going to start another YouTube channel with just streaming flights. And that's so that my regular people who are subscribed on the Eric Flight YouTube channel, the original one, are going to get the real world flying video stuff, which will kind of coincide with the streaming. And the streams will go on their own, so that way you can check it out there. So I don't know how that's going to go popularity wise, but I do have the older flights, including my Around the USA flights, archived on the Eric Flight YouTube channel right now. So it's just that when I was streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, it would always archive it, which is awesome. But when you become an affiliate, they make you choose. They don't want you streaming on both at the same time. But you can upload the videos a day after, 24 hours after you do Twitch. So yeah, I'm on KRUT right after Glen Falls. That's what I'm doing. Yep. So it should take me right around that 9:30 time, which is when the event ends. So but I really want to see how bad this weather is in the simulator and what it's turning into. It's all IFR all around Glen Falls currently in real life right now. Albany's 1 into 4 square miles of visibility, snow, mist, view at 900, overcast 3100. So it is coming in, but you won't see it here until I get to Rutland and turn on live weather. So, but it's rather interesting in the beginning of this flight because Boston Center was kind of was the only one available on VATSIM, and everyone had to contact him, and he was already slammed in traffic. So I ended up canceling flight following. I went around Class Bravo,
landing on
and
runway
we ended up here.
31 more space.
So,
Rutland traffic.
Glen Falls about 10 minutes out, so we're close. Again, we're gonna have to descend. We're past the mountains, which is good. We're actually right outside of Salem, New York. We just crossed the border into New York. And let's get some weather for Bennett. So 119.925, let's hope it's in the simulator. And it's not in the simulator. Great. Awesome. So we'll have to just look it up here.
Something's wrong here. Every time I try to turn base, I turn into a hill.
Yep, I've done that too.
Runway 19er is right pattern. That's what they say. Everything else is supposed to be left. That's what it says. Yeah, it's a different ANIS frequency in the sim than real life. It's cool.
Wind 285 at 8. Visibility, neither in snow. Sky condition, ceiling 2,400 feet broken. Temperature, -7. Dew point, 13. Altimeter, 29.902.
No, that's because I'm forcing weather.
Runway 28 in use. Landing and departing runway 28. DSR aircraft, say direction of flight.
That's not the right weather.
All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial
Quebec.
contact. You have Quebec.
No, that's a Class E airport.
To the airport information,
Boy, this is just getting weird, man.
Wind 285 at 8. Visibility, neither in snow. Sky condition, ceiling 2,900 feet broken. Temperature, -6.
You know what? I'm gonna make up my runway then. We're gonna go runway 1 because it seems like everyone else.
Altimeter 29.902. ILS runway 4 in use. Landing
We're just gonna say runway 1. That's really weird. Go back to VATSIM Unicom. We're gonna go runway 1 at Bennett.
Rutland traffic, we can set T-turning base, runway 1. Rutland.
And we will start our descent right about now. So let's do a cruising descent, 2,100-ish. And just let it fall down by itself. Runway 1 at Bennett. And I'm starting to like Avera better than Flight Plan Go. I mean, it has everything here, Canadian charts, but I'm having a problem with this EFB in that it doesn't show you, you know, like the direction and the estimated time of arrival like Avera does. And I'm not even sure if in real life it'll work with my ADS-B receiver, so I haven't tried that yet. So I need to get a new tablet, so I got both of them. I only have 32 gigabytes of memory on this internalized, and I have what you call it in there, an SD card in there, a mini, micro, whatever it is, and it's still not cutting it because Android doesn't let you move entire programs there. It kind of lets you put certain stuff there, but not full programs. So it's full, and I can't download the maps for the Avera, which is why I was kind of forced to use Flight Plan Go. And it does the job, but I'm liking Avera a little bit more. So, all right, Glen Falls should be in front of us.
Yeah, fast 100, clear of 1.
And we're about, what? 12 nautical miles out, so looking pretty good. They said in snow, so we're expecting snow, but...
Traffic Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot here is on the 45 left downwind, left traffic from 1.
And everything's the left pattern here, so...
Rutland traffic, we can set the short final.
We'll go with it.
Rutland.
The event ends in about 40 minutes, so we're definitely going to make it there. That's why I chose Bennett Memorial. See the Lake George area, and then just head to the northeast Probably at, if I check altitudes here, probably like 3,000. About 3,000. Just gotta get over that little mountain. Maybe go to the north more. We'll set up a,
North State traffic, February 214 Lima, 5 miles southeast of the field, inbound for landing, full stop, runway 31 North State.
is it only a runway 19er?
Ground traffic, we can send to clear of the runway 1 roughly.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a left pattern over there. Whoop. Hello.
We can send
Go
to
back.
Alpha back to the terminal. Alpha Charlie.
Okay, full mixture because we're at 3,000. Pattern altitude will be 1350 or so. We should be seeing the airfield coming up ahead, and we should be seeing Glen Falls, New York. So.
Rutland traffic, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot here, left base, runway 1, Rutland.
Rutland traffic, Charlie Golf Mike X-ray, going to final runway 1, Rutland.
This event's run pretty well though tonight, I think. You know, see what people are saying on the Discord here. No. Oh, that stinks. Someone crashed out there. First time with us too, but that's okay. That. Got some pictures coming in.
Traffic,
Glen Falls is right there in front of us. I think we see the airfield. Yes, we can. All right, we're gonna. Supposed to be a left pattern. So we can overfly the airfields, turn around here and go to runway 1. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So let's stay at 2,000 for now.
North State traffic, February 214 Lima, clear runway 31 North State.
Bennett Memorial traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot. 5 miles to the southeast. We're gonna overfly the airfield at 2,000. Bennett Memorial Air traffic. Nice easy landing here at Bennett Memorial, and then on our way to Rutland, our ultimate destination. And again, we're gonna load the real life weather there once we get there and see what it really looks like. It's supposed to be kind of bad eventually tonight. So, but still showing VFR real life weather on the METAR and Sky Vector. So. Up that report of snow pellets, snow mist, 3,500 to 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. So we still have approximately 21 minutes till it hits. They were saying it would hit a little earlier than that, but and it looks like November 193 Foxtrot X-Ray is one with us. I don't recognize the call sign, but probably one of our newer members. Virtual USA Flying Club. By the way, that Discord is right there. That is where you can join the Virtual USA Flying Club, where we host events like this. I'm actually hosting this one tonight. It's just a general fly into Rutland, Vermont, but I decided to go to Glen Falls, New York first. So we're going to overfly Bennett Memorial Airport at 2,000-ish. And then we're going to do a little teardrop to a left 45 for runway 1. Which will be this runway right here. So that's where we're going to land. That's going to be very interesting. Not used to seeing runways clogged with snow. But I did force snow tonight for the experience, so let's make it happen. So we'll head out to the west here, do a teardrop back, and then call out on the 45. So, okay, we're at 2,000 over the airfield. Beautiful. Okay, could probably start a descent now. Cruising descent 2,100. Trim up a little bit so it's about 500 feet per minute. And we'll take a turn to the right here and get on the 45 for runway 1. But over here in front of us, this is where Lake George is, and again, that Fort William McHenry and all that good stuff. So if I ever did fly here in real life, it probably wouldn't be here because I'd be taking my e-bike in or an Uber for a day trip. So again, day trips will probably happen this summer if COVID dies down a lot. So hope to be doing a lot more of that stuff rather than just flying places, not being able to go anywhere and saying, look, we flew here. So I think that's part of the reason why I'm getting burnt out on making YouTube videos as much as I used to. But I will get them up there eventually on the Eric Flight channel on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe there. We will have real flight videos. Just kind of in a funk right now, but there are many to look at of my real world flights. And clear on the right, we're going to take a long right turn here while we descend to 1,350 feet. Be a pattern altitude. No need to rush this. The event goes for another 33 minutes. And we're getting there. Here's the airport. We got 45 in there. We're all set. Bennett Memorial traffic says American Foxtrot 4 miles out on the 45 for runway 1. Bennett Memorial. Right about there. Add a little RPMs here. We'll try to go on the outside of this runway because that looks about where we want to be distance-wise. Trimming down to try to keep it level.
Painful landing for me.
Right. Call downwind. No one's around, so that's okay. Trim up slightly. Turning to downwind. Bennett Memorial traffic says American Foxtrot, midfield left downwind, runway 1, Bennett Memorial. Can kick back that speed a little bit. Trim up. Okay, being the numbers, we'll kick it down to 1,700 RPMs and wait till we get to 110 knots and do 10 degrees of flaps. Right about now, so let's do that. Back to 17. Keep the plane level. 110 knots, we'll deploy 10 degrees of flaps.
Right traffic,
here.
definitely.
There we go. And slightly put the nose of the plane down. That's our runway. We're going to go right near this building and turn our base there. So that's what we're aiming for. The flaps did go down. Okay. Okay, turning base. Clear on the left. Okay, we'll kick it down to 1500 once we're on base. Right about. Oh, there is.
If you need anything, just let me know.
10 degrees. Thank you to
Big
Jim
enough.
Pound Cinnamon for raiding
You
with
need
a party as
anything,
well.
let me know.
Boy, that's a lot. So thank you. Congratulations on your
What's
10,000
beverage
views.
service? Yeah, that's not included on this plate. Did you pay the extra fee?
And we are landing at Glen Falls before we go on to Rutland. So that's what we're doing right now, right here. So, but thank you for the raid. That's awesome of you. Appreciate that very much. Okay, I'm going way too fast because I'm focusing on when I'm talking more than landing here, which is not a good thing. And we'll deploy that last 10 degrees of flaps. We should slow down here. We want to land at about 65. So, you have arrived. You know it. Wish I had a sound for you guys, but I'm landing. I can't type anything in. I didn't do any commands tonight on the chat commands, but it's cool. Alright, throttle's out because we're a little fast. And here we go at Glen Falls, New York. Bennett Memorial Airfield. Someplace I hope to visit in the future in real life. Alright, very good. And flaps up. Alright, let's get that airport diagram out. Oh, whoa, don't want to go off the runway though. Very good. And Bravo is right off here to our right. So we're going to take Bravo. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I wasn't paying attention enough at the end there, but. And we're just going to taxi right back, believe it or not. So we're going to go. Is that Class E airport? There it is. It has that problem there where you can hardly see everything with the snow. But we're good now. We're on Bravo. That's the clear line right there. Good. Alright. Getting used to the snow here. Bennett Memorial traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot, clear off runway 1, Bennett Memorial. Alright, we're going to go right back to runway 1, take off, and get to Rutland, Vermont. And then we're going to load the real world weather and see how bad it can really be. So. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Ticonderoga, I really want to go there in real life. And it's a nice place to go and visit.
Rutland traffic, November 7, Lima X-ray is 8 to the northwest for the left downwind, runway 1.
You know, as long as you land in Rutland, the event is pretty much officially over if you want it to be. It's just a matter of you can fly wherever you want after that. You know what I mean? So.
I want to do barrel rolls and loop-the-loop.
Thank you for
all
the
that
follow.
Kind of
I don't see. Oh, there it is.
Do that kind of flying
Steve.
here.
Steve from Philly.
Dangerous and irresponsible.
Another Virtual USA Flying Club member. Thank you for following.
Who does?
And we're gonna take Delta up ahead. I'm looking at my airport diagram. Yeah, I got 15 also, so not bad. It's New Year's Day, you know. So I've had fun with the snow. And really want to see how bad that weather's gonna get. They say it's gonna get pretty bad, but they keep pushing the time back now on the TAF forecast. So, yeah, we're good. All right, we're gonna cross runway 30 here, so I'm gonna have to call that. For that hold short here. I really don't see it. There it is, okay. Bennett Memorial traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 30 at Echo Bennett Memorial. So, not bad show up, so. Yes, you should because you attended the event. It's about attendance, not about did you make it there. You attempted to get there. So I'm sorry that Boston Center was so slammed. I was surprised. Like he had a lot. I even canceled flight following and just said, I'm clearing it for you, bud. It's like requested flight following, and he's like, all right, squawk, and I did the squawk, and I didn't hear back from it at all. Not at all. So. All right, everyone. So we're gonna depart out of Bennett Memorial here and go direct to Rutland. And that might be the end of flying, but again, we're going to do a little experiments with the weather here. We're going to see how bad it can really be with live weather. So, alright, clear there. No one's on downwind, no one on base. Probably no one on final, haven't heard of anyone, so let's do this. Bennett Memorial traffic, Cessna Echo Foxtrot departing runway 1, departure to the northeast. Bennett Memorial. Flaps are up, trim's good, right? I didn't really check that. Strobes are still on. Yep. this snow, man, it makes a difference on your visibility of the runway and everything. I'll tell you that. Alright, in the middle, kind of. Alright, heels on the floor. Here we go. Rotate at 55, climb at 74. Wind's coming from my right, so I'm going to do an aileron correction to the right. Just got a glimpse of that windsock. Rotate and climb 74.
Rutland traffic, November 7, Lima X-ray, left downwind.
Alright, back to the maps there. And good. But yeah, I love how they do snow in the simulator, which again was another main focus of this fly-in for the Winter Wonderland fly-in that's happening right now in front of your very eyes. And I don't understand how they even program something like this. Because it's the real satellite imagery, the summer satellite imagery underneath all this. So, that is an impressive feature. Now, if they could just get seasons, that'd be amazing. And
Rutland traffic, November 7, Lima X-ray, turning left base.
Hey, well done, everybody. Have a great night. I got to head out a little bit early. We'll see you.
All right, thanks for showing up.
See ya.
Right, so we have 24 minutes to land there. Probably should have changed the GPS before I went there, but we're going to turn on course here. I'm going to keep it around 3,000-ish. We'll see what happens. If I have to go to 3,500, that's fine actually, 3,500, so I can just clear any hills in the area. But let's go direct to Rutland.
Rutland traffic, November 7, Lima X-ray, turning final runway 1, Rutland.
Okay, Rut. In real life, we don't zoom in. We keep looking. Well, we have the co-pilot do this. As long as they're trained to do it. There we go. Alright, so we should be there in about 17, 18 minutes, but also climb because the ground speed's going to get up there as we go. Not bad planning. I wanted to go somewhere else other than just Rutland. Okay, Lake George is back there. And we're going direct to Rutland here. 3,500. So how many aircraft do you think there were in Class Bravo or with Boston Center total today? When I was counting, I kind of averaged about 30-something aircraft he was in control of. So no wonder why he was all over the place. That was quite interesting. I haven't seen it that slimmed in a while. Let's trim up here so I have to keep pulling back. I'm not really pulling back that much, as you can tell with my knots anyways. But, oh boy. Sadly, we'll be returning to work on Monday after vacation's over, but I am teaching remotely until I get that vaccine, so I'll have to see what's going on with that. From what I heard, they're not getting them out on time, which is not good, because I like to get back to teaching in a building. But this beautiful winter scenery, I'm glad that I forced snow. Okay, 3,000, we'll lean out the engine. Look at my EGT, it's right about there usually. Right about there, good. Start trimming down slightly, get 3,500. If you must know where we are, just got out of Glen Falls there, and we're going to go direct to Rutland, right up there, so you can't miss it. It seems like everyone's using runway 1, so we'll have to make sure that we really count out trimming down. 3,500. But, again, I guess the simulator was the way to fly this vacation, because I've been 0 for 3 on flying. I had to cancel the 152 flight due to weather. Didn't even make it to the airport. It was just the winds were up to 29 knots. Today I had to cancel due to family commitments, and tomorrow, even though I still haven't canceled it yet, it's looking pretty bad. It's supposed to fly, I think, around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we'll see, but it's not looking good. Kick back the RPMs here. There we go. So we're about 11 and a half minutes out. That's why I thought Bennett was a pretty nice airport to visit before going to Rutland. We just have to watch out for these hills.
Rutland traffic, Mooney 514 Delta Victor's now 5 miles east, 3000 descending. We're going to go east to west and then join the left downwind runway 1, Rutland.
And we have to be very careful of anyone coming into Rutland right now. So we will call when we're right outside the Class G airspace, about 7 nautical miles out. Okay, excuse me while I drink some iced tea. I get parched. And then on the Cannonball Run, the event I did on Saturday and the Sunday overnight, 20 hours of flying, I talked so much I think I lost part of my voice for like the first time in a while, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. But if you didn't hear the outcome of that, the Cannonball Run event was organized by CDL, S-E-E-D-Y-L, who's a Twitch streamer, and then Microsoft contacted him and said, oh, well, hey, let's sponsor you a little bit. How about we offer up a set of Thrustmaster TPR rudder pedals, the rudder pedals I want that are sold out everywhere. But hopefully they're coming back in stock soon. No. I'm not doing instrument trading. No, not yet. Hopefully this summer. Not taking any lessons. I'm still building up the cross-country time, so, in the real world. But anyways, so we did the Cannonball Run event. We had to fly from JFK to LAX in a general aviation aircraft that wasn't too fast. I chose the 172 SP with the G1000. That would help me over the Rockies. Basically flew out for 20 hours to try to win. And the rule was originally first one to LAX would get the rudder pedals. But then we had like problems galore. Even I had a problem. I couldn't get live weather to work. So I actually cheated without wanting to cheat, basically, because my headwind was a lot less than other people. That's how I got to third place. And then I had a problem with my sim, and basically it locked in iframes for a second, had to land, this and that. But long story short, I came up tied for 8th.
Miles south,
and they decided to make...
For runway 1, I'm going to hang to the west and then pick up the left downwind for 1, Rutland.
They decided to make the Thrustmaster TPR a raffle, which made a lot more sense to me. And seeing that I placed 8th, I got like 38 entries into it, so I got a better odds than the other.
Mooney 514 Delta Victor's left downwind to left base, runway 1.
Anyways, they had a New Year's Eve stream last night, and I missed it by 1 place. The 7th place person won the Thrustmaster TPRs. So, it is what it is. Probably going to do that event again if it happens again during a time I can. I was during my vacation, so it worked out. But it does take a lot of energy, and also it's not the best with a family with a 2-year-old coming in. And the 7-year-old came in once, but the 2-year-old was missing me a lot, so I don't know. We'll have to see. So. Oh, sweet. Nice. I don't even know what I'm up to on that. I've done 38 hours of cross-country total. I want to get that to around 50 before the instrument rating, so I don't have to worry about any of the non-sequential, not needed cross-country time for instrument training. I think it's 10 hours, right? You need, and cross-country is like 250 nautical miles with 3 different types of instrument approaches and stuff, something like that. But you also need a total of 50 nautical miles of cross-country. I think I'm up 38 total hours. I'm right around 170. That's total. And then for pilot and command, God, I don't even know. I haven't calculated my flight log, obviously, but I'd have to check that out. So all the flights after my private pilot certificate have been pilot and command, so I haven't shared the cockpit with anyone except for people who are not pilots. So, and one that should be a pilot, but he's hopefully gonna get there soon. So it's just been tough with COVID too. I'm not flying with passengers right now because of the outbreak of it all. I might fly with a friend tomorrow if the weather, but again, I know that he's
Rutland traffic, Mooney 514 Delta Victor, short final, runway 1, Rutland.
But we're about to go over Lake St. Catherine. That's what we see ahead of you right there. Rutland's out there in the distance. place to fly, though. Yeah, pilot and command time, cross country, so. Well, I'll be right around there. Like, you know, I already told my instructor, you know, hey, I'd like to try to do it this summer. Start it at least, and get it done. But again, for me, that's about as far as I think I want to go. I'm not looking to become a commercial pilot or anything like that. So I just want the instrument rating so I can get through some difficult places if I want to or have to, and also just to know all that stuff officially. So. Alright, we are getting there. We're about, I can't even tell you because again, the FB doesn't have that information, but we can check it over here in the GPS. We're about 6 minutes out, 12 nautical miles away, so. And we're just gonna get over these hills before I do
Rutland traffic, Moody 514 Delta Victor, clearing runway 1 at
Probably turn
Rutland.
to the north, and then coming out of 45 for runway 1, which is a left pattern. People are saying they had problems with crashing in the hills. So you gotta watch out for that. There's hills everywhere. I did say that in the briefing. Have that sectional handy, because it's not easy at some of these airports. And that must be why 19er is a right pattern, because they want you to avoid that big hill at 4,200 feet, which is right ahead of us right there. They want you to avoid that by doing a right pattern for 19er. But we're making our way just in the outer borders of the graded magenta right there. This is class G in there, I believe. It's non-towered, so we just got to call out where we are and get our way in the pattern there and follow it. So. Whoever found that tree mod, thanks for that. Posting at the Virtual Safe Flight Club, it's been amazing. Look at that. Look at the coverage on that. It just looks so much more realistic than what it was. And it wasn't that bad before, but I didn't think it was going to make a big difference. Boy, was I wrong. So, alright. I'm going to turn to the north here to enter a 45 on runway 1. And I'm going to avoid that hill at 2,400 feet in front of me. I would be above it, but better to avoid it just to set up the landing anyways. And Rutland actually has a VOR, so we can set that up for extra safety. Nav that, okay. We have to switch over the frequency. No, good. We should be good. Nav 1. And ident that.
Oh, traffic, Sahel 323 Foxtrot Sierra on left downwind, Rutland.
Traffic,
not hearing it. Are you hearing it? I'm not hearing it. Okie dokie. That's because I have no clue what's going on here. Come on now. Nav 1, 111. It's on nav mode. What am I doing wrong? Should be hearing that. We'll see if it comes out. But alright, airport's gonna be over there. We're just getting around these hills. And then we left downwind 45 runway 1 at Rutland. Alright, let's call out where I am. Rutland traffic, Cessna Indigo Foxtrot, 7 miles to the west. We're transitioning to the north slightly, and they're gonna have a 45 to runway 1, Rutland.
Rutland traffic, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra is turning left base.
Alright,
1
he's
Rutland.
ahead of me. Good. Alright, we'll start a descent here. Kind of already did, de facto, but...
Rutland traffic, Piper 824 Tango Malia, 4 miles west of the field.
And he's going to be off here somewhere. So you better watch out for him. I don't see him anywhere. Don't go by these names. That's the Microsoft Flight Simulator. multiplayer. We disregard that when we're doing VATSIM. I just do that for people who might watch my channel and might want to watch me that aren't on VATSIM. The airport should be.
Rutland traffic, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra, turning final 1, Rutland.
Right off our right here. Is that it there in the distance? Yep, that's it right there. So as you can see, these hills can be a little bit of a problem if you're not watching. I'm going to go over right around this hill and do a 45. Go a little bit more north. Pattern altitude here is 1,800 feet. So, alright, Jet Pilot Sidman, thank you. I'm going to try to do everything right, and you just correct me if I get anything wrong. But I will. Yep. 15 official count for tonight's event. Not bad for New Year's Day.
Rutland traffic, Piper 824 Tango Lima, entering the left downwind for runway 1.
Alright, he's ahead of me.
Rutland traffic.
Awesome.
Icon rover traffic, Skyhawk 1, Jack Tank.
Still descending. Doing pretty good. Again, any VATSIM weather, any VATSIM traffic, excuse me, you won't see. It'll be like real life. You'll be like looking for nav lights, landing lights. It's really hard to see, but they're out there. So, there we go. All right. Rutland traffic, says Identical Foxtrots. 4 miles out on the 45 for runway 1. Rutland.
Rutland traffic, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra is cleared 1, Rutland.
That seems to be someone right there. Again is pattern altitude. I'll look to my right here because I did have someone. We've got a quick look this way too, just in case. We're good. All right. Help me look for nav lights. Where? Oh, who's that? That's a beacon. Okay. No, that's actually the runway lights.
Rutland traffic, Piper 824 Tango Lima, turning left base runway 1, Rutland.
Okay. We're going to turn downwind. He's on base. God, it's so hard to see them, especially with the snow. I guess. Alright, we're going to turn downwind pretty soon. I'm also underneath the pattern altitude, so we'll climb. Okay, turning downwind. No one's back there. Rutland traffic says Nike Foxtrot, left midfield, downwind, runway 1, Rutland. Boy, they don't make that easy to see, do they? Okay, turn off a little bit here. There's the runway, you can see it. Not easy to see. And we're gonna look for this traffic that's ahead of me. It should be wingtip, the wingtip for me at least, that's what I was taught. Oh boy.
Thanks for coming in today, everybody. You guys have a great night.
Alright, you too. Have a good one.
It's great to see him.
Okay, I don't see him. So I'm gonna extend my downwind just to be safe. Alright, gotta turn base now. Before this hill. Rutland traffic says Nike Foxtrot, left downwind to base, runway 1, Rutland.
Rutland traffic, Piper 824 Tango Lima, clear runway 1, Rutland.
Oh, sweet, alright, he made it down. That's why you make calls, people. This is the hill you gotta watch out for. We should be at 1700 already. And 10 degrees. And we should also be at 15 and 20 degrees, but wait till we get to the white arc. Wasn't paying attention there. Not good. Should be about 70, 75. Turning final, because I already know I'm gonna need to. Well, let's make sure we can find this runway. Oh yeah, we can see it. Good. Alright, so extending the downwind's not a terrible thing. Especially at an airport that you don't know about, because then you can kind of correct, especially this terrible peripheral vision here. Rutland traffic says Nike Foxtrot, final for runway 1, Rutland. Go going way too fast. We're saving that extra 10 moves. Okay, just don't turn into me. Rutland traffic says Nike Foxtrot final for runway 1, Rutland. 10 degrees, that's full flaps. Just slow it down here. We should be pretty good. I don't know why, I can never get this thing down in speed like real life in the simulator. No clue. Wind's coming from our left, just slightly. Bad landing. Flaps up. Seeing that the aerodynamic braking doesn't work by itself, we'll go there. And we'll turn off as soon as we can. Looking for a place. If anyone sees a line to turn off, let me know. There it is. Okay. Get off the runway for that poor soul that's behind me. Gotta call clear as soon as we can. Rutland traffic says in Echo Foxtrot clear of runway 1, Rutland. Okay, checklist. Yep, trim looks good. Strobes can go off at this time. Also, flaps are already up, so we're good. Good to go. There's no airport diagram here, but literally we just go down in this corner here, so we're just going to follow this taxiway down. But thank you for coming out to the stream tonight. If you stay with the rating party, that's awesome too. Appreciate it. Didn't get to use any of the chat commands tonight. Just been kind of busy with the weather and this and that. But, do have a special video for everyone that I show every stream now. So here we go. Are you enjoying watching the Eric Flight Twitch channel? Want to help Eric Flight design bigger and better content? Well then, become a subscriber today. That's right, for the price of a fancy cafe, mocha, affogato, americano, you can subscribe to the Eric Flight Twitch channel and help provide for bigger and better things for the channel. For the low price of a subscription, you can rest assured knowing that you will be supporting a worthy cause towards your entertainment. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe today. So if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. I'm just glad you made it out to the stream. But I do show that just for a little creative flair, if you will. Alright, I'm going to take a left turn here. Seems like this goes to the ramp. And we'll park somewhere close with all these other people. These two big jets, by the way, they're probably members of the Virtual USA Flying Club because that's the way the model matching works. And welcome to Rutland, Vermont. We're going to take the drone up and everything. I guess I'm just going to park over here because there's not any space on that ramp over there. They're telling me to park over there, but I'm not going to go. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make it there. Let's pretend that that airliner right here was a little smaller because it's supposed to be a general aviation aircraft. So here we go. A little unrealistic, but we're going to park. Alright. A little bit more. They'll tell me to turn off the engine. There we go. Alright, checklist before we turn this off and get the drone going. Real world checklist here. So let me show you the same thing I'm looking at here. Alright, after landing flaps up, strobes off, I like to leave the landing light on and the taxi light on for visibility purposes. P-tope was never on, mixture is required to check the trim already, ELT verify silent, avionics off, that means everything including all lights except for beacon, mixture full lean. So I give you my little checklist here. 2 hours of flight tonight. Okay, went to the prop, stop spinning. Mags off, master off, lights off, parking brake. And let's set the drone. Oh my god! That was loud, let me tell you that. Whoa! Woo! Alright, we'll also turn off my checklist here so you can see what's going on. But here we are in the Rutland, Vermont area. Very snowed in. I forced that weather. We're going to do live weather in just a minute or so. But that's where we are. As far as scenic sights here, it's more of just flying into the town here. The town in Rutland is north. So if we take runway 1 and head up that way, it should be this way. That's the town of Rutland. Let's go check it out. Rutland, Vermont. Ski town. And it's a pretty nice layout here. Typical New England town, a little bit bigger than most. Surrounded by the great mountains and hills of Vermont. And that's pretty much the biggest thing around here other than the mountains. So, alright, let's see how bad this real world weather is really going to be. Sorry about the sound there. Right now, Sky Vector is saying that it is snow, 10 square miles, broken to 6,000, overcast at 7,500. That has changed, and they keep pushing ahead the really bad weather. They're supposed to be at approximately, let's see, 9:15, which is already passed. 2 square miles of visibility, snow, frozen pellets, and mist. But let's get rid of this VFR weather that I forced into it. Let's see what Microsoft has to say is the live weather here. Give it a couple minutes to load. We'll give it one more minute just to see if it loads. The altimeter's still moving, so you kind of know it's still loading here. Boy, that's loud. Oh boy, that's loud. Well, we'll give it one more minute. It's saying clear so far if you ask me in the simulator for live weather. Unless it's not working. It's supposed to be broken at 6,000, overcast at 7,500. Not exactly happening right now. Alright, let's go to another weather engine then. Let's go to the freeware Unreal Weather. See what they do. Give them a minute to see it's glowed. Oh yeah, that kind of looks more representative of what's happening. There's snow and everything. So still VFR, believe it or not, with broken at 6,000 as long as it's there. Then we'll look at Rex Weather Force, which is another engine as well. So we gotta go clear weather for this first, and then I load it right here on clear weather, and it's supposed to. Oh wait, I forgot to do. Did I do live weather? Yeah, I did. Live weather. All right, let's see what it injects. Might take a little bit of time. That'll update to Vermont too, by the way. But it's really hit or miss on these weather engines. Not bad. So they have the current METAR here. Actually, it has the old METAR. It hasn't updated yet. But on Sky Vector, it updated at, let's see, 156 Zulus. That's 8:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you'd think it would have loaded up by now. So the one that seems to win as of today is the freeware product, Unreal Weather, showing us the most current there. So let's load that. It takes a little time to load it. But Microsoft has been off all day long on this stuff. So indeed, the winter Wonderland fly-in was snow towards the end in real life. And got a lot of people here on the ground. I think we're going to end the flight here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we're going to go any further than this because the weather's supposed to get really bad in real life, and I don't want to force VFR the whole time. In fact, it's already bad in Plymouth where I took off from. It's minimum VFR, 10 square miles of visibility, that's good, but broken at 2,400, overcast 3,000. And right south of us, currently real life, 1 3/4 square miles of visibility, snow, overcast at 2,500. That was at Bennington, Vermont. North Adams, Massachusetts. Right over the border. 1 1/4 square miles of visibility, snow and mist, overcast 1800. So we're going to just stay here and hunker down for the night. That's what we're going to do. So anyways, without further ado, I just want to say thank you very much for coming up to the stream. Appreciate hosting the event, the Winter Wonderland event for the Virtual USA Flying Club. And remember to, I always say this, and I say it wrong like half the time, but remember to tip your wait staff and bartenders well, and we'll see you next stream. Have an awesome, awesome night.